Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're going to be talking about NFC and why it's such a useful product. Now, NFC stands for Near Field Communication. First off, that does sound kind of confusing, but basically what it is a set of protocols which lets two devices communicate with one another. That's all it is. Very simple, two electronics communicating with one another. Now, there are many different use cases for NFC, but the main ones I'm going to be talking about today are related to your mobile phone. So, mobile payments such as Android Pay, now Google Pay, and also Apple Pay, which you may have heard of and are very widespread across the world. Now, the other one that is, to me, the one that I want to spread more knowledge about and for it to become more known is NFC Tags, which is basically this little tag right here, which you can write to using your phone through an app. So you would scan it with your NFC enabled device, and what it would mean is that you can assign certain tasks to a little tag. So whenever you scan your phone or put it within a very close proximity of that tag, it will execute and run that operation that you have assigned to that particular tag, and you can have as many tags as you want. So this is basically the main overview of what NFC tags are. Now, this may not sound too interesting, but let me tell you why it is, and here are my 5 points I'm going to get across right here to you and explain to you why NFC is such an amazing technology and needs to be more well known across the world. Now, firstly, NFC tags are extremely easy and simple to set up. Here's an example of me setting one up with my phone. Now, all you have to do is simply open the app, and here is the one I would recommend. There are different ones on the Google Play Store. So once you have opened the app, all you need to do is go through the little setup process right here, which I'll skip through for you. And then once you're done with that, all you need to do is buy a tag, and I'll leave some links in the description to some reasonably good ones to get you started. And the app will ask you to scan your tag. Once you've done that, you can assign any tasks, as you see I'm doing here. There are many different options to choose from, and if your phone is rooted, then you can do even more things. Now, if you don't know what that means, don't worry about it at all. All you need to do is follow the process that I'm explaining here. So once you've done that, you can assign any different task to your tag. Once you pick the ones you desire to have, all you've got to do, scan the tag again, and it will write to it, and that is it. You are done, and all you will need to do whenever you want to run that action is scan your phone to that tag. Now, with them being very simple and easy to set up, there is one drawback. They can only be used realistically on most Android phones, not even all of them, but the majority of them nowadays do support NFC. Now, iPhones have supported NFC since the iPhone 6 came out, and they have chips inside them to use it, but the thing is that Apple have blocked it and only let it be used for Apple Pay. Now, it's a more secure thing in certain ways. Basically, they've blocked any developers from creating NFC enabled apps such as these tasker apps, which I'm showing you right here. So this will not be applicable if you have an iPhone, but you can always think about upgrading to Android. Now, one thing about NFC that most people might not think about is actually the health benefits. Now, for me, the most important feature of NFC is the ability to toggle Wi-Fi on and off just by simply tapping the tag with my phone. Now, it's extremely seamless, and what it basically means is that when you leave your house, your phone automatically stops searching for Wi-Fi networks, and so it is emitting less EMF, electromagnetic field radiation. Now, if you were to have left Wi-Fi on, your phone actually continuously searches for new Wi-Fi networks, which put out an extreme amount of electromagnetic field radiation, and it's really not that good for your body. It's the same as if you have really low mobile signal. Your phone's continuously searching for better towers, and so it's actually really, really bad for you. Certain research has shown that it can lead to certain cancerous cells to develop, and also to heat up your body in a way that is not very normal, especially if you keep your phone in your pockets the whole day right next to your skin. Because if you actually look in the manuals of your phone, it shows that actually your phone is only rated for the regulations and safety levels of EMF to be 2 centimeters from your body. So your phone's only rated to be safe if it's 2 centimeters away from your body with this EMF radiation. So everyone actually keeps it way close to their body. So you're going over the guidelines. So even if you read the little booklets and regulations from the actual manufacturers, you can see that you are actually going over the rated health limits by keeping your phone next to your skin. So simply by using this trick to turn your Wi-Fi off, it helps a lot. It's reducing it. yes, you still have your mobile data on, and of course nowadays we're going to need that. It's useful, it's good to have, so you're probably going to most likely want to leave that on, and that's fine. At least it helps reduce your EMF radiation levels, and one is always going to be better than two sources of irradiation. Now the next point that I'm bringing across right here is practicality. Now what I mean by this is, say when you leave your house, you're probably going to want to turn off Wi-Fi, and when you come back to your house, you're probably going to want to turn off Bluetooth if you have a car where Bluetooth is used, or if you have a Bluetooth headset, you've been to the gym. Now you might want to turn these off because they do drain your battery from your phone, and so just by scanning a tag simply will switch it off automatically. You don't really have to think about it, and you're saving a ton of battery life. Now with NFC, you don't really have to worry about battery saving issues, so you don't have to worry about forgetting to turn off and on Bluetooth and turning off and on Wi-Fi. When you leave your house, you can have a tag that you stick to maybe your door handle, so you don't forget it. You scan your phone when you leave, and it turns off Wi-Fi, enables Bluetooth, and when you come back, it turns off Bluetooth and enables Wi-Fi. This can help shave a few minutes off your day, and this does add up eventually, and also just to make everything a little bit more practical and harder to forget. You can also use NFC for things such as turning your ringer volume down and putting your phone on silent. So maybe if you have a place where you need to be quiet, such as your work, or such as when you need to be just in a quiet environment, you can scan a tag, it will turn down your phone or just put it on silent, for example. Then when you leave that place, brings it all back up, so you never forget to do anything like that. And also when you leave, maybe you might miss a call if it's been left on silent, whereas if you scan a tag, simply it will all be back to normal and you won't forget. Now if you are someone who doesn't own a Bluetooth headset or something else that needs Bluetooth other than having Bluetooth in your car for hands-free or music, maybe you only want to turn Bluetooth on in the car, and Bluetooth is very battery intensive on your phone, and so it would mean that when you go in your car, you scan a tag, you can set it to connect to a certain thing with Bluetooth. So for example, I'll show you right here, it's connecting directly to this Bluetooth device, and then when you leave, you scan another tag and it will just shut off, as easy as that. So you don't have to worry about any battery saving issues there or practicality issues there. Now this brings me on to my fourth point right here, diversity. Right, so if for some reason using these little stickers, sticking them in certain places in your house, in your office, wherever it may be, in your car, maybe if it doesn't work for you, there are many other options for NFC. There are little keychain hangers, there's also wristbands, so you can never forget it because it's literally right there on your wrist the whole day. Simply scan it if it's the most important task that you have. You can also set NFCs to toggle, so when you tap it once it does one thing, does the opposite when you tag it again, and so that way you only need one tag and maybe all you want is a wristband tag. Simple as that. And going back to the keychain, if when you're entering your house you don't want to have one on the outside of the house, if you have it on your keychain when you're about to unlock the door, scan your phone, you won't forget it because it'll be right there. And my final and fifth point right here is that they are not expensive at all. It's actually crazy. You can get this really small little thing right here, this strip of them for 10 at a absolutely amazing price right here. So really don't worry about price. That is one easy thing. So although if you do get things such as a wristband or some other NFC enabled things, maybe it can start to get more expensive, but really it was never going to be too much for an NFC tag, as they are simply stickers with a simple chipset inside. And due to the fact that they are not that expensive, you know what, if you have an Android enabled phone with NFC, why not try them? Why not give it a go? See if you like it. If you don't, then don't worry about it. Now there are also different sizes and different capacity tags, but in this video I'm not going to be getting into that. I'll just link you some of the best ones to get started off with in the description. So to sum up, they are simple to use, they aid in leading a healthier lifestyle in regards to electromagnetic frequencies, they are extremely practical and useful due to their small size, and they are extremely diverse due to the fact that NFC tags can be implemented into almost anything. And finally, they're dirt cheap. And you know what, if any of you have already heard of NFC tags, already know about them, or even already use them, what are your favourite things to do with them? What have you found out about them? Maybe there's a few things you might know that I don't. So if you do, just comment down below, tell me what you figured out, I'd love to know. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Go ahead and follow my social medias on the next page that will be coming up right now. Check out the other video that's recommended to you. Subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. Give it a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.